Hello! We're excited to show you our native speech capabilities, where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started. Welcome back to the 6th hour. The champagne has stopped flowing in Los Angeles, but the debate is just beginning. Game 3 of the World Series, an 18-inning epic, ended in a Dodgers win. But our resident hardliner, Speaker 2, says we should stop cheering and start asking, what did that victory really cost?
Let's cut through the noise, shall we? While the rest of the sports media is busy minting commemorative plates and rushing out hagiographies about the kid who wouldn't quit, I want you to take a breath. Step back from the cheap, saccharine narrative they're selling you about Will Klein's 18-inning masterpiece in Game 3. What you witnessed wasn't the birth of a legend. It was a public sacrifice. It was the most beautiful, brutal, and utterly irresponsible managerial decision in modern baseball history.
An irresponsible decision? That's a strong claim. The official story is heroic. A 24-year-old rookie, Will Klein, found a gear no one knew he had and supposedly told Dodgers manager Dave Roberts, "The ball isn't leaving my hand."
That story is pure, unadulterated fiction, crafted by the same PR department that tries to convince you a hot dog is a health food. My sources inside that exhausted, shell-shocked Dodgers clubhouse tell a very different story. The conversation was less about heroic defiance and more about grim necessity.
So what really happened?
The pitching coach, Mark Prior, was adamantly against it, his face a mask of stone-cold fury. The argument between him and Roberts was reportedly biblical. Prior allegedly seethed, "You're going to tear his arm off, Dave." Roberts, with the weight of a city and a billion-dollar payroll on her shoulders, shot back, "Winning the World Series is the only thing that matters." Not a story of a hero's will, but of a manager's ruthless calculus.
That moves us to the human cost. He had to throw 147 pitches, a career-shattering number. Where is Will Klein now?
While the champagne was flowing, Klein was reportedly in the trainer's room, his arms so packed with ice it looked like a cryo chamber experiment. Veteran catcher Will Smith, who guided him through those final gut-wrenching innings, was seen with his head in his hands not in celebration but in what looked like profound regret. Smith had to call 147 pitches from a kid who had never thrown more than 95 in his life. He saw the velocity dip from 96 to a prayerful 91 in that final inning.
And the legal fallout? Rumors are swirling that his agent, Scott Boras, is getting involved.
Boras is reportedly exploring legal options against the team for gross negligence. This isn't just about one game, it's about setting a precedent. Can a team be held liable for knowingly pushing a player past their physical breaking point for entertainment? This is the billion-dollar question that Klein's sacrifice has forced into the light.
The reaction is fascinatingly split. You have the back-in-my-day brigade, like Nolan Ryan, praising the grit.
That's the narrative the league wants you to swallow, but the analytical community and a legion of former players are sounding the alarm. Justin Verlander posted a cryptic but damning message. "We celebrate the storm, but forget the wreckage it leaves behind. Protect the arms." And The Athletic ran a scathing piece quoting a prominent orthopedic surgeon, off the record, "There is a greater than 80% chance that young man will require significant elbow or shoulder surgery within the next 24 months.
So what's your prediction for Will Klein's future?
Forget the Hall of Fame talk. Will Klein will be the modern-day Mark the Bird Fidrich, a spectacular, blazing flame that captivates the world for a fleeting moment before burning out just as quickly. He'll get a massive ovation next season, but the damage is done. The baseball gods demand a price for such performances. Expect season-ending surgery by August.
The Dodgers won their ring, they got their parade, and in exchange,
They traded the future of a 24-year-old kid who didn't know any better than to say yes. It wasn't a fairy tale.
It was a deal with the devil, and the signature on the contract was written on Will Klein's ulnar collateral ligament.
A chilling analysis. Thank you, Speaker 2. We'll be right back after the break.